as planned. Dun 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 dun. Ooh eh. Dun 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 da 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 da. Sa 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 G. Da da dun 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 da da. Still got the COVID cough. Damn it. I feel bad things. There's a lot of bad things that they're wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing on me. Bad things. There's a lot of bad things that they're wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing on me. Hello and welcome to week 7 of the Houston Oilers season. We are now 3-3 after some somewhat fortunate, somewhat unfortunate simmage. Beat the Texans 48-7. Wish I had their first round pick, but I can only guess who does. And it's probably the Monarchs of London. As we take a look, I did do some trades off stream. Did some trades off stream to get some higher picks. I had a lot of picks to trade. So now I have the 9th, the 14th, the 23rd, the 28th, and 2 seconds. That's it. And I'm okay with that. Keep these 2 seconds, probably trade them back. I think I got another first round pick coming. We'll see what the prospects say. If I need to trade up, there's somebody that's super good, great. If I don't need to trade up, then fine. I'll just take them with the 14th or 9th pick. I mean, it says 9th pick now. And then I'm probably going to trade at some point here. The only team that has enough cap space to actually take this guy, which is something I need to consider next time when you franchise tag someone. The only team that has enough cap space to accept him is the Colts of Indianapolis. And they're pretty close to accepting him for their first round pick, pick 8. So I'll probably do that after I play the Monarchs next week on Simmage. And I'm also got to trade. Hello, Bear. Welcome to Houston Oilers Season 2 stream, Week 7.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, the part of this crew.
The crew.
Really disappointed not scoring a single point.
Oh my God, it's been almost a year since the Super Bowl happened. But the Monarchs do have something to look forward to. In 2 weeks' time, they will be playing a rematch against those very own now Houston Oilers.
Yeah, you wonder with the rebranding how these teams will really with the rivalry, would the grudge still be there? Will the Monarchs come in with a chip on their shoulder?
I think they will. Given the press reports that I've gotten so far show that they are still not anywhere near over that loss. So they're not too thrilled about that. So
nothing. Be breaking kneecaps and everything out there. Even though we increased the injury, I don't have any. I had one injury so far that was more than a couple of plays.
And I wonder if that is because Simmage isn't as bad. I wonder because the game I played at Indy, there were 5 injuries in the game. Not long term out for the season, thankfully, but definitely he's out for this quarter kind of thing. So we'll see. I think it's fine. I'll keep it for president. That's fine until McLaurin goes down for the year, and then I cry.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Oh wait, that's not what. Trevor Lawrence breaks his kneecap.
Oh God, ever been.
Dude, so what I did with the Browns trade. Okay, so I was looking for a left outside linebacker.
And found him.
Because my guy showed me I did find him. Schobert was just Like he's all right. He's just overpaid. So I wanted the penalty was still like 5 million, but like the net savings would have been like 10.
Mm.
So I wanted to get rid of him, and that freed up some cap space. But the Browns didn't have cap space. They were negative four like 4 million or something. It was pretty high.
Oh wow, yeah.
So if I were going to take those two players, the penalty on them, they couldn't trade it to me.
Right, right.
So I had to like take a guy. So like if I just did like a draft pick, which honestly he's in the second year, I might as well give him a first round pick. But the so I had to go into their books and find someone that would have given them like 10 million in savings, or somebody.
Uh-huh.
And apparently that was the right tackle, uh, Conklin,
Uh-huh.
85 overall right tackle,
Right, yeah, he's good. He's good.
and it was like a $15 million saving or something. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll take him. You can get some cap room. I'll take him. I'll take the superstar, and I'll trade you my guy, my center. And that was like their number one need was center, so that just lined up.
Mm.
But I trade him the center, which had a penalty for me. Um, but so I needed to like manage how much they were losing or how much cap room they were gaining on their side with how much I could have given them. So it was like a little mathematical thing. So I ended up being so I'd like cut a player to free up like 300,000 more for it to work out. So at the end of the day, I traded a second round pick and the center for Conklin and the superstar left outside linebacker. So
There you
I
go.
think it was a pretty good trade.
The cap. The cap. What was Chaubert?
Gobert, I just got rid of him later.
You
I
just dumped
traded
him.
him I just traded to some other team for a fourth round pick because once I had him replaced, I had him,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
I
Replaced.
had him placed.
I'm
Yeah,
being replaced. Is this Toy Story?
yeah. So I couldn't sleep last night at all. So I slept for like an hour and I woke up and then tried to sleep for another hour and couldn't. So I just logged on and did all that stuff. And then went back to sleep.
Yeah, and I came in to start doing my own trades. I was like, oh, let me take a who has the number one overall pick in this upcoming draft? Oh, the Monarchs. Huh.
I
Oh,
looked
well,
at
who has the number three overall pick in this upcoming draft? Oh, the Monarchs. Okay, how about number
I,
six? The Monarchs again.
well, I had those from last season that I traded away because everyone sucked in the draft. So I still had like some high picks, and then I looked and see who had started 0-6. And it was like the Eagles and the Chargers or the Rams, Eagles and the Rams,
Mhm.
and so I just traded for their picks. So hopefully they stay down. So.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Now we're kind of hoping to see. Yeah, I may have somebody. I also did some trades. I have like 4 first rounders and 2 second rounders. I'm just gonna keep second rounders because if I need to trade them later, I can trade them later. If I need to trade back, I can trade back. Whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm about to trade because there's only one team that can kind of how you're doing the cap stuff part there. There's only one team that I can trade that right guard, sure, for the 90 overall right guard I franchise tag last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's only one team that has a cap space for him
Mm-hmm.
without like, or just getting their draft pick, not like taking a player back, and that is the Indianapolis Colts. So I can get their first round pick, which is like the 8th pick in the draft. Um, but I'm also looking at there's like a left outside linebacker who's like in the second year of his rookie deal. His name is Brooks from the Seahawks, and my current left outside linebacker is up for contract right now, and he's 77 overall, and he's fine. Like I've kind of built him to be um, what I want as pass coverage kind of thing goes. But this other guy's better, and obviously I wouldn't pay him anything this year, and I wouldn't pay him anything next year really.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of thinking I may do that trade and kind of upgrade a little bit, but kind of also kind of kicks the can down the road of like, oh, okay, well, eventually you're gonna have to pay somebody, right? But then I'm like, well, okay, well, what if I don't have to pay somebody and I end up drafting someone, in this upcoming draft? There's a really strong linebacker there that I can draft early on, and now I don't have to pay that guy. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of unlimited options.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I do know
safe
that
to
I'm not going to
say,
do any trades right now with any players because I have the Eagles right now, and then I also have the
Monarchs.
Monarchs of London in Week 8, which Troy and Al will be on the call for that, trying to see who ends up on top there in the greatest rematch probably of this season.
Until the Super Bowl again.
Super Bowl again. LEC roster announcements.
Yep, well, I'm ready. I've spent quite a while. My available cap right now is 60,000.
Oh my God!
So I've really edged it. So I'm ready to do whatever we need to.
Are you playing this Week 7 game, or are you still gonna sim?
I have a bye.
Oh, you're on a bye. On a bye.
So I would
Alright,
prefer not to watch 2 games back to back, but if this is a must win against the 0-6 Eagles. Must win.
I mean, I'm 3-3, Bear. Last season, I lost 5 games. I was 5-5. I don't know. I don't know. You think I can sim and beat him?
I think I could sim and beat him.
What's your record now? What is your sim record so far? 6 games.
5-1.
5-1.
So 4-1 through the sim.
Oh my God.
I mean, you're
4-1
due.
sim.
You're due, right? You're due for a good sim game.
I mean, my last game of the Texans was 46-7.
Yeah, you won?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought
That's
you
why I'm
lost.
3-3. I was two. I was
Like,
2-3. I was 1-3 at a
Alright.
time.
Hey, you're riding the high right there, Steven.
Well, that's not good. That's exactly. That's not gonna crash it down. All right, fine. I'll sim it. Let me get my training in there though and all that.
Yeah, you don't want to fight or play against Deshaun Watson anyway.
Wait, the Eagles have like nobody. They have like a 70 overall quarterback. I mean, like I probably feel great about playing against them.
Like I also traded for like Tampa Bay's pick because I'm just for the 2023 first round pick. I think I traded for Tampa Bay because 2024 because I expect Tom Brady to retire this year and they're not going to have a quarterback. So.
Oh, that's a gamble, Bear. People have been getting against Tom Brady for a long time, Bear. A lot of bets against
Against his
Tom Brady.
age. And a
Against his
lot of
age.
people have lost that bet so far.
Lost.
Look at Bill Belichick. New England Patriot.
Alright, let me do my strategy. Fletcher Cox. He beats Cox.
Yeah. The Steelers do look okay.
Right?
But they don't have a quarterback. So they have 2 receivers, I think. Or maybe it was a receiver and tight end. But they had no, like, their quarterback is just like some second-year player. So they have good players, but yeah. Steelers don't. Wait, am I thinking about Green Bay? No, it's the Steelers. Right. Maybe that's what the problem was. Yeah, that was what the problem was. That is what the problem was. Man. I need to buy a new stove at some point, a new fridge. Yeah. Working on the kitchen.
That's cool. Exciting, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Guess what else would you spend your money on? If
Yeah,
not
Madden
both
23?
enjoy and a cap room. Running out
Cap
cap room.
room. You're on a cap. You're on the cap, man. You got 60K left. You're on the cap.
But I'm surprised they even got that superstar. How would they trade? I mean, he's cheap. He's on his rookie deal.
Right, he's on his
He's
rookie
getting
deal.
paid like $500,000 a year.
Maybe they don't want to pay him. Maybe they don't want to pay him. It could be
But
another Josh Allen situation.
But for the next 3 years, they're gonna dump him now. I mean, you could at least cap. Or are they tanking? Are they planning to tank? This is the
Maybe.
Browns.
The Browns.
I mean,
I like this guy. But you get attached. This guy has long hair coming out the back. He's white. Cole Holcomb, my starting left outside linebacker. He did win the Super Bowl last year. He's a solid
get
player.
that shit.
He's a solid
Yeah.
player. He's not bad. He's not great, but he's also not bad. And so it's kind of one of those things where, is the grass greener on the other side? If I take this guy, he's 81 overall. Woohoo, big whoop. So much better. Also a star. I'd be a year younger, so not much of a difference there.
Yeah.
But or you just re-sign this guy that you can trust, and I don't know. We'll have to figure that out after the Monarchs game.
Yeah. I think
How
you're
are there
right.
no fullbacks even available to pick up? Oh, why can't I even pick up a fullback? Is fullback just like the most rare? It's like a
unicorn out there.
like the holy grail
Bigfoot.
of positions. Yeah, Bigfoot. My God.
Yeah. I started with one guy who was like 65 overall, and he was like 23, and I just signed him to a 7-year deal at like a 500K or something.
Nice.
Like so I can just you're there.
Get
I don't
trained.
mind paying you $1
Right,
million
500K,
a year.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you get 1.5 a year for 7 years. It's just like you're there. Okay.
You keep training
You
him,
have
you're
good.
gonna get him what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, he has good injury and stamina. So that's what's important to me. So
Alright,
it's
well,
like 89 and 91. May the sim gods
God
be in your
will
favor,
I
Steven.
guess that would be in my favor as I go against the 0-6 Eagles. For goodness sake, please, please defeat the 0-6 Eagles. Please. 29-26 victory. Oh God! Why did it have to be so close? Oh my God. Let's take a look at mock draft 2 here. Yep, you have the second overall pick and the fourth. I have the 9th pick right now. The Lions have a lot of picks. Interesting.
I'm actually getting some decent trade offers for Costin now. It's week 8. If I get a second round pick in the draft. Oh.
Do you have someone to replace him?
Yeah. But can I afford? Does he have a penalty?
Can you afford it? Oh, we have to do our scouting national focus right now too. So
He's gotten better in the last couple weeks, but his stamina is still like 75. Constant, 24 years old, penalty of 0, savings of 900K. I don't know. He's on the trade block. Yep. What is his? His stamina's at 70. He's gonna get tired every damn game. You can't train him, so he'll get tired. Yeah, probably just get rid of him for a second round pick. Technically a right end.
He can't stop eating. That's his issue. He's got an eating issue. He just can't stop eating. Big guys, sometimes that's the thing.
Bulimic.
That's the thing with them. Bulimic, no, the opposite. That's funny. Oh, for God's sake! Saul Cole, rookie out of Stanford, hidden dev, comes back as superstar. My God.
Your guy?
Yeah, my first round pick, 75 overall superstar. Unbelievable.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm taking the second round pick for Constant.
Oh, second round pick.
Replacements.
Okay. Meanwhile, the person I took 4 picks ahead of him, Nolan Mayer. I just want to call him Meyer just for Urban Meyer's sake. Normal dev.
Challenge franchise. How important is a kicker, and how fast do they decrease? Because he was superstar and he just went to normal. Is that a you're gonna get paid? Okay, I got some for next year for you. That's a fair offer. 96, 620T. 3. Guess the bonus. The salary still needs improvement. God damn it.
Uh-oh, my overall defensive fatigue now at 84% after that game. Do some half-pass backups, but that's a little worrisome going over to London.
Yeah, big plane ride. Got some jet lag to deal with. You got a lot of concerns. Is he a power back? Chris Harris Jr., cornerback. He's just gonna be worse. No point signing him now. If I can get him in free agency, that's fine. Tavon Young, 28. Jack Doyle. Oh, I picked up a tight end. The tight ends are terrible.
What happened to Gronkowski?
I picked up a backup tight end.
Oh, backup.
Because it went from like 88 or whatever he is. I don't know, 83. To like 65. So it's like, it's a big job. It's a big drop. And if you go into like goal line sets or something, then.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Okay. None of these guys are necessarily pick up Smoot for a couple of years.
Smoot.
Smoot.
The legendary Smoot.
How long until you're ready to sim?
Well, I think I'm gonna do it this time, so it's on my stream, because I think you have a little audio issues sometimes with your stream there, Bear. Sometimes there's no sound at all.
What happened? Oh, really?
Yeah,
sometimes, like, I'm watching Alabama and Georgia play, so I actually turn off the computer sound so I don't get canceled.
Oh. There you have it. So, what we'll do it on my stream, where there will be no Alabama or Georgia to mess with this game.
So you're gonna bot me?
I'm gonna bot you, happily. Let's upgrade a few players here. Upgrade John Elam, 21-year-old rookie out of North Dakota. Projected to be a second to third round pick, and I drafted him in the 6th round. Sam Cosme gets an upgrade. Now he's at 75 overall. Started at 66 last year. He's doing a good job, Cosme. Sammy boy. Training complete. Look at the tail of the tape here. Offensive points per game. Houston actually 3rd in the league. Kind of a role reversal for the Houston team. Last year they had down at defense, kind of a poor offense. This year, 3rd in offensive points per game, 9th in passing, 10th in rushing. But their defense, 26th in the league, 26th in defensive yards passing, and 25th rushing yards gained. And you contrast that with the London Monarchs, who offensive points per game at a respectable 8th, 29 points a game. But their defense or offense numbers are pretty low. 22nd in the league in offensive passing and 23rd in rushing. But their defense, 3rd in points per game, 3rd in passing yards per game, and 3rd in rushing yards per game. So a little bit of a tale of two strengths here. You have to see who ends up on top. But as you've mentioned, Bear, there's definitely a psychological element to this game. We'll have to see. London Monarchs at home. Where will it ever come that? As I will turn Sean toggle to autopilot.
Oh, hold on, not yet.
Oh,
blowout. I'm gonna put my head coach to blowout win by 17 points.
Oh my Well, I guess we know how they're feeling about it. This might as well be Troy. You got to think about that. This team's probably looking at this as if it is the Super Bowl. Like that's how much effort they're putting in to this game here. To really want to exercise some demons. Um, and I can't 100% blame them on that. As you may have heard in that Super Bowl loss, they did not score a single point. So, I think they have mentioned that a few times in passing, but we're going to see if they are, in fact, able to score as they go into the fifth quarter of play against this Houston team a single point.
Training, let me upgrade, and then
Training. That's hard. He's going full pads starters there. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Training.
It up.
Pretty intense training here.
Do you hear my laptop beeping in the background? Does something pick up?
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
No, I don't hear anything.
Get some messages here and there. It's kind of loud, so I might turn it down. Okay, upgrades are done. Here we go, Steven. You may bot me. Hopefully my team doesn't trade away all my picks in the last week of the trading window.
No, I get to unbot you next week though, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, however it was with you.
Maybe I'll PP botted and then trade for your picks.
Oh! Alright. Shall we so
I'm gonna stream on Discord, yeah.
Okay.
So Troy can be involved here.
Do you do any work today?
Not so far. You previously were having me do some people were slipping through the cracks where we'd message them on contact trace and they report that they were positive a week ago. But then they just wouldn't ever we'd call them and then they never answer. We call them again, they never answer. So we're just trying to reach out to them. So that's what I was doing the other day, sending some emails. But I did all that. It was kind of one afternoon thing, and everybody responded pretty much. So kind of go from there. Did I talk to an autopilot or not? I don't think I did. Oh, you might have muted. You might have got muted. Let me see. Toggle autopilot on. How many weeks you want to keep my autopilot? 1?
Not the whole season.
How about 18, 19, 20, 21, unlimited. All right, we'll do 1. Oh my God, the anticipation is killing me here. Your league is ready to advance. Well, let's go and play this season game. So that's what you did? You went to go play a season game, and then you were able to sim it when you were in there?
Yeah, you do the super sim slow when you're in there.
Monday night prime time. As Houston travels to London. As we take a quick view at the Superstar X Factors, we got Terry McLaurin and DJ Chark Jr. Doesn't even have a picture of himself on there. That's how I know what he is. Jesse Bates III, free safety. Chase Young, defensive end. Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle. Miles Jack, middle linebacker. Spectacular catch animations. Very trying to get, we'll see if he has any picks here. Antonio Gibson, also no scan. Brandon Scherf, scary mother trucker. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Ed Oliver, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, LaVista Chenault Jr., Jamin Davis, and Saul Cole. There are a lot of superstars in this game. You have to admit, there are some star power in this game here. And to be honest with you, most of it comes from the Monarchs. But here we go! As we take a look at the uniforms. Actually, I shouldn't even do anything with the uniforms, right?
Correct.
Alright, so we're just going to do the uniforms.
It's home and away.
Yeah. Alright.
That's all we get now.
That's all we get now. That's true. As the Lovely Blue, the Oilers of Houston, travel across the pond to visit DJ Chark Jr., Cody Scott, and Ed Oliver. As we enter
the beautiful Parliament Stadium
from London, England.
Did you do which type of stadium did you pick?
I think I did it was like a hybrid stadium, I think. Oh, the green, the blue and gold. It's a little Alamo Heights here. A little Alamo Heights.
Is it?
Yeah. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Listen to this British crowd.
Sold out British crowd.
All different types of hoodies.
Hoodies. Trevor Lawrence.
Ready to avenge which wasn't exactly their team, but the fans are invested. Once they knew the team was coming, they started following, and here they are, ready to support their team and their grudge chip on their shoulder match.
And you gotta wonder how they're gonna come out. Exactly, as you see Curtis Samuel. Oh, well, what'd you know? Mr. Super Bowl with the catch over Eddie Griffin's head for the first touchdown drive. Really set the tone there, wouldn't you say, Troy?
Yeah, I mean, was he the MVP? Or was it the...
I think it was actually the free safety Cameron Carl. Got the pick 6 on Lawrence.
Yeah, we'll have to turn off these commentators. Because we're the real ones.
That's right. That's right. Al.
Exit out of my email? Is that one? How did my email exit out?
As we go to Super Sim, we go too slow, and we go to the end of the game. And there is the kickoff. The Houston Oilers kicking to the London Monarchs. A great kick. Puts it in the end zone. As the golden helmets of the crown come out to play. Trevor Lawrence, as you can see his stats here. Pretty strong season so far.
14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, almost as many interceptions as he had in a single Super Bowl period.
Yeah. Troy just cannot get over that as he lines up in the gun. Goes over the middle quickly. And I believe is that to Gronkowski? Gronkowski over the middle for 8 yards. A big free agent pickup for this Monarchs team. And yes, they are a very similar team, but a lot of free agencies changes made to this team to try to retool. Trevor scrambling out wide, will use his legs. And gained about 16 yards on the rush there. You know, this is something we didn't see Trevor Lawrence do in the Super Bowl there. He never was able to get out of the pocket. He never did make a scramble like that. Do you think that adds a little element to this game?
Well, you have to wonder, the offensive coordinator that they fired, maybe he was constricting Lawrence, and they brought in a new one to expand his skill set. So now that he can get out, they have a new playbook, they have a new scheme. Here in the pistol.
And the pistol, Lawrence back, scrambling again, but this time not so much luck. He does get it away before the sack comes in. But
to warn you about his stamina, he's using a lot of his feet and hit early in the game.
Over the middle, and it almost picked off. Lawrence seeing the ghosts of Washington there. You gotta wonder where his head's at there after that throw. You know, maybe that hit they just took on that first and 10 play might be rattling him a little bit. You know, this defensive line of Houston is no joke. Lawrence back to pass. Still running.
Although having plenty of time in the pocket, decides to run again.
And throws for a loss of 2 yards. And that will set up at midfield. 4th and 10. You got to think they're going to punt here. A little bit of happy feet. A little bit of happy feet as Jermaine Davis, superstar,
a little bit skittish in there, isn't he?
A little skittish. As the punt formation goes, they have a good chance to get some pretty good field position here, though. We'll see how the punter does. As it's fair caught. It is not fair caught. It is to the 15, so not a great punt, not a bad punt, but a good punt. as Justin Herbert. Having a pretty good season for himself so far. 17 TDs, 4 interceptions. And we all remember how his performance was in the Super Bowl. You know, he definitely made some plays there. However, they line up under center here. And the handoff is to Gibson. The handoff is to Gibson. The handoff is to Gibson, and he gets 11 yards. A good first play.
I wonder if the first play of the game, setting the tone for this offense with the historic Houston Oilers coming back into England. They weren't finished with them. That's what I'm getting out of this first run.
That's what you're getting. Well,
Nathan said, I wasn't done with you. I'm glad I got another chance to run this ball down your throat.
You might be right there, but Jacksonville loading up the box here. As Houston does run again. Gibson caught at the line, though, only for a gain of 2.
And that's finally the number 2 defense in the league is going to stop that run. Finally.
2nd and 8, now trips left. Still with the run. Gibson fighting forward. Falls forward for a gain of 12. Yeah. 7 yards after contact so far.
London's a little bit skittish here on the defensive side. Were they prepared for so many runs?
That's true. You think of Houston, you think of Terry McLaurin, you think of Justin Herbert. But Antonio Gibson and this offensive line is built to run, and they do run quite a bit. As they do set up in the shotgun again. Herbert to throw this time over the middle. Diami Brown, actually that is none other than Curtis Samuel. For a 9-yard gain. Herbert back to throw again. Over to the tight end. Logan Thomas gets pushed back for a gain of 1. Actually, that is the backup tight end, Bates. Bates for 3rd. As Houston trying to pick up the pace here a little bit. Back to the running game. Gibson falls forward for 3. More shotgun again. Herbert getting in a rhythm that we saw similar in the Super Bowl there in that first drive. Just methodically moving forward. Herbert over the middle. That is to Logan Thomas, the tight end. Another completed pass, 3 for 3 so far.
They're really moving the ball on this defense. Let's see how they can finish it, get some points on the board after Gibson gets absolutely put on his ass. Maybe that'll. He's puffing and puffing in the back.
Miles Jack showed him what that was all about as he goes short again. This time only for a gain of a few. 3rd and 4 here.
Big third down here. Big third down. He might not be in field goal range. Trying to get a short pass.
Herbert over the middle. And that is a first down. And you got to say, London giving some respect deeper down the field, and Herbert is just continuing to just go underneath, run underneath. He hasn't taken any shots yet. Yeah, right there is a check down. The 3rd string running back, actually. But holds on to the ball, and the drive continues. Shotgun again. McLaurin not involved so far. Over the middle again. And this is the backup once again, I believe. Or is that Mostert? Nope, that is the backup. Backup, 3rd string, halfback, Love. Back under center here. This is a long drive here, chewing a lot of clock at this point. Diami Brown in motion, jet sweep, but Gibson tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Now 3rd and 3.
Another big 3rd down. We can hopefully get the London Monarchs to hold them to 3 here. Be a good success since they have driven the ball down the entire field at this point.
Yes, huge play there. I think that is from none other than Josh Allen, who, contract talks have been interesting for him. He may be getting franchise tagged this year.
Yeah, if they haven't come to a decision yet in their 8th week.
Gibson juking, jiving, and finds a way once again for a 7-yard gain. And I think, maybe they're used to more power running, but Gibson just has the quick feet there to where he can just kind of zig in and out of these linemen. navigate. Look at that, to the right, to the left, and then, that free safety, 39, is just unable to take him down backwards. Harris Jr. As now we're in the red zone here as the quarter is winding down, 1st and 10. Samuel in motion. Looking over the middle of the field, and it is Logan Thomas, the tight end, for a touchdown. And you have to think that this is a nightmare scenario for the London Monarchs, where it looks like the game is being played again.
Yeah, it sure does. And it looks maybe they just have inferiority complex against their old rival.
It's just it's hard to believe that, once again, just methodically moving the ball down the field for Houston. No big plays really. A couple of 3rd and 3s that were converted, but nothing, no long plays. And we have 14 play drive, 83 yards for 6.5 minutes. The majority of this first quarter, as it winds down, was to Houston. Now they kick the ball off to begin the second quarter. As London takes it out, 25. And the first quarter ends with the first quarter score: Houston 7, London 0. What adjustments would you like to see for Trevor Lawrence here?
Maybe just chill out a little bit. You don't have to leave the pocket every time, especially when you have time. Oh yeah, get the Etienne, the fumble maestro of the Super Bowl, coming out. Wait, is that Etienne?
Actually, that was Robinson. The sure-handed Robinson with the carry. Yeah, I do want to see them get the ball on the ground here a little bit, Troy. They are a strong running team. They need to run the ball. Lawrence with the sneak, but he is taken down by none other than Super Bowl MVP Cameron Curl. 3rd and 6
there was
now.
a little bit of a taunt at the end of that. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah, question.
It's personal.
It's personal for both these teams.
And over the middle, but Chark Jr. cannot hold on. Second pass deflection for Jamie Brown. As another 4th down is 3 and out here for London. McLaurin a little upset he hasn't been involved yet, I'm sure. As we look at this replay, and he caught the ball, but a big hit from that superstar middle linebacker.
Yeah, see, it never was quite tucked in there. All right, London relying on their defense to bail them out, although being unsuccessful in the last possession.
Great punt.
What a punt
from London, as they do take him down. About a 50-yard net there, I would think. And we shall see now as Gibson has had a good season so far. Comes out to play again. See what he can offer here as well, although he's out in the wide receiver here is 5 wide for Herbert. Quick pass over the middle. Not sure who 82 is. Is that Logan Thomas? That is Logan Thomas, the tight end, who has caught the touchdown so far. A gain of 7. Gibson back in the backfield. Gibson on the carry. Is likely able to get the first down there, and he does. 1st and 10. And maybe a big part of this is that Houston really spreading out this Monarch defense, and they have the speed with Gibson usually to kind of sneak through the cracks here. 2nd and 8. Gibson tired, obviously tired. Into block, but a huge sack and fumble for the Monarchs as he's running it back, and it is a fumble 6 for London, just the play they needed.
Clearly a fumble, just holding on to the ball too long. They were getting these short passes off really well, and then he holds on the ball that extra second, that pressure's raining down on him. And they're unable to stop the big man from taking it all the way home.
Oh, and you just got to say, what a hit from Richardson there. Not a lot, the protection really broke down. They got to him quicker than he thought. And a huge play for London, as they have, in fact, put a single point onto the board.
Yeah.
It took them 5.5 quarters, but they got it. Now the score is 7-7. Huge play for London. And now, Houston on the back foot. Now, can they come back? Is Herbert going to have some deer in the headlights as he just got murdered by this team? Huge kickoff, Lambeau. As here comes Herbert again at the 25. Gibson, same stats. Thank you, Madden. And you got to question. I mean, Gibson's a very big player for them. Yes, he needs a break. They got to get the backup in here at some point. Over the middle and almost intercepted. Oh my goodness. Herbert clearly rattled here. As I think the London has kind of figured out a little bit of this short West Coast passing scheme. 2nd and 10. Herbert goes into the flat.
That's what you want to see. They force him into those flat routes and no longer getting over the middle. So that's really good.
For a gain of 2. Herbert looking back again. Another short crossing route, and that's a gain of 3. And they are forced to punt.
It looks like London made the adjustments necessary to stop Herbert for the first time in
for the first time, I think
quarters.
This is their first punt in 6 quarters. And a big hit there on the return. London obviously loves to return, so they made Claybrooks there a little greedy. As Lawrence come back out. Now, he himself has not had a lot of success, so hopefully for him, this will be the start of a drive for him as they do the 4-minute drill here.
Hopefully the defense's momentum carries over into the offense. But for the Oilers...
Lawrence running again, throwing out wide to the flat. Gronkowski with the catch. 2nd and 8.
Change the scheme.
The scheme. Oh, and Chark over the middle, finally involved for an 11-yard gain. DJ Chark involved. As now the London is spreading them out. And for the run, puts in the belly of the back. Was that Etienne? That is Etienne on his first carry, and a shocking formation there. He does not fumble. He held on to the ball. 2nd and 8. Etienne again, falling forward for 3 yards. Now 3rd and 5, getting close to the 2-minute warning. Etienne tired. Lawrence going wide, and an excellent catch, it seems, for Chark. Was he in bounds? He was. First down, London. 2-minute warning here. Lawrence still looking. Now has room to run. Going across his body. And it's caught!
Oh, well, that's
Chenault Jr. with his first catch of the game. What a catch it was. I mean, what a throw and catch. Really. Now London's starting to feel themselves. Really has momentum going on now. Just, pure athleticism there. What a catch. As now, 1:51 left in this 2nd quarter. In field goal range already. Lawrence looking. Lawrence going into the flat. And Cole Holcomb in a contract year. As Mike Ioannidis is down with an injury. Hopefully he is okay. He's able to return quickly. But the trainer's looking to him on the sidelines. Seeing how he's doing. Second and 7. It's Lawrence back to pass. The flat is open again. Etienne with a strong tackle for number 15 there. 3rd and 2. Houston showing blitz. But they do not. They drop back out of coverage. And Chenault Jr. again finds the hole in the zone. 1st and 10.
This is the type of ball movement back from London and what they failed to show at any point during the Super Bowl. So it's good to see Trevor Lawrence finally shake off the nerves, get the monkey off his back. finally have a successful drive.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is huge for his confidence as a young player. Remember, he's still a very young player. Lawrence over the middle. Shark Jr. down to the 3. Timeout taken by London. They don't want to settle for 3 here, Troy. They want 7. 2nd and 1. Shark over the middle. Touchdown London. And just like that, somebody's playing tennis. Chenault Jr. playing tennis in the end zone. I guess, in honor of Wimbledon coming up next month. And just a quick slant, a perfect throw. And this is the London team that, they show for the most part when they play other teams. And now it's good to see them back, shaking off the demons against Houston. As the point after is up, and it is good. 14-7 in favor of London. 11 plays, 73 yards there. And Trevor Lawrence was 9 for 9 there. Started off 1 for 8 today. And now 9 for 9. So he's really hitting his stride there. Now, what do you want to see from Houston here, Troy?
Number 1, hold on to the ball. Don't throw a pick 6 or a thumb 6. Number 2, score a touchdown here in the last minutes of the half.
So Troy calling for an aggressive play calls here from Houston. 53 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Herbert.
Expect Herbert to be able to. Oh, the audible at the line.
Puts McLaurin in motion. Miles
Ball
Jack
start if I ever
confused.
seen one.
Herbert looking.
Herbert
over the middle
clipping.
of the field.
How is that not clipping?
Clipping. Shots go. Troy.
Did you see that?
I'm sorry, Troy. I didn't see it. I was watching Herbert throw the ball. Miles Jack on the tackle. 5 wide now for Herbert. Herbert over the middle. Curtis Samuel not able to hold on to it.
I mean, not biased at all. Another tight set here.
I know you were the former London Monarchs quarterback, Troy, but I need you to not be. As McLaurin does get the first down, unable to get out of bounds though. Crucially, no huddle, 7-second runoff. Herbert still looking over the middle again, but this West Coast offense isn't really going to work as well. In times like this, they have to take a timeout. 2nd and 6. Need to get some major yardage on this play. And they go over the middle again. Maybe this is just who they are. Maybe this is just who they are. They'll take one more throw here before the end of the half. Herbert looking, still goes over the middle to Gibson. Gibson makes one-man miss, but still much too far to get there as the half ends. With the score, London 14, Oilers 7. A very entertaining, competitive game so far, Troy.
Yeah, it's very entertaining, and the thing is, the Oilers have done much better at moving the ball, but the Monarchs are leading the scoreboard due to their defense.
Huge sack and fumble forced from Ed Oliver, I believe. As the Browns, in spite of their interesting trade offer, are able to beat the Falcons 35-14. As we take a look at games around the league.
They got a good center coming here.
They got a great center. Seattle defeats the LA Rams 28-24. Las Vegas Raiders beat the Titans by 11. Kansas City beats Houston by 17, and the Colts also lost. So London is in a position here where all of their division teams lost this week. And if they can get a win on the board, that is huge for their division standings. They're trying to go back-to-back AFC South champs.
Yep. That's all I gotta say about that one. They gotta
seize the opportunity. There is the big play of the game. The big sack on Herbert, picked up by Ed Oliver. Gibson unable to stop him. And that was the big part. Of course, there was the first touchdown pass to Logan Thomas. As Houston does get the ball here. And they're going to want to put some points on the board here quickly. Try to get some momentum back in this game. We'll see if they just continue with their methodical play or if they're going to go a little more, play action, deeper stuff. And frankly, I think it's too early for them to change who they are. I think, they should still stick to the run, get those short crossing routes going, as they do run the stretch play with Gibson, but Miles Jack is there to meet him for a loss of 2.
Yeah, the defense really stepping up, continuing the momentum from the first half. We'll see if the Oilers' adjustments in halftime have increased their chances of success here on the offense.
That's right. Gibson trying to get to the outside, unable to, though. The speed of this Monarch defense. I'll let him get there. A lot of men at the line once again. They're just daring this Houston team to throw the ball. There's Curtis Samuel in motion. And they do step back to pass. Over the middle is Curtis Samuel. 5-yard gain. Now 3rd and 8, though. Empty backfield. Herbert with some time. Herbert over the middle. It is caught on the sideline. McLaurin finally with his first catch of the game. Big play for them, and they, like you said, they do move the ball well, and that was a big one for Terry McLaurin there, about a 12-yard gain.
They seem to find that little pocket in the zone there, wide open.
Harris Jr. trying to get there in time, but hauled in by the newly minted 6-year deal. Terry McLaurin there to Houston. He's going to be there for quite some time. As they line up, they go back to Gibson, but London is ready. London is ready. As Eddie Griffin for the tackle. 2nd and 11. Now London really, keen on this run game. They were getting gashed in the first half, but now, big penetration there from Eddie Griffin. Gibson tries to put the stiff arm out there, but Griffin is having none of it. A 2nd and 11. You see, Houston has been throwing more than running. But they go back to Gibson here. Big tackle there from Big Sheldon Richardson. And now 3rd and 8. This is the kind of situation you want to put Houston in. Herbert over the middle is found. And none other than Curtis Samuel. Finding the holes in the zone. And the drive is on now here, Troy.
Yeah, you see the adjustments seem to have worked.
Pretty good protection there. This front 4 of Jacksonville not getting the kind of pressure outside of that one play that forced the fumble for the touchdown. And I suppose that's really all you need. As the free safety Bates is coming up, showing blitz. And he does. Gibson able to go around him and still get a gain of 5 yards. Now 2nd and 5. Over the middle, and that is Curtis Samuel again. Strong sand pass for 15 yards, and now Houston is really rolling here. A quick throw. Samuel getting separation from those corners, and I feel like if you're going to beat this London team, the corners are where you go. They have great linebackers, a great defensive line, but those corners, if you have to say there is a weakness of this team, it is the corners. As Gibson gets the carry, able to slither his way for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Ball again, this time the backup. Love pushing forward for 6 yards. 3rd and 2. Big formation for Houston, looks like a run. But they do not, they throw. And it is Logan Thomas once again with a quick three, 6 yards. And this has to be familiar for London here, doesn't it, Troy?
This might be bringing back flashbacks from that defense, allowing so many touchdowns in the red zone, not being able to stop them a single time, and essentially almost 7 straight quarters.
It's true. Houston going to have the fullback in here. Not usually, they don't even have a fullback on the roster, so this is their backup tight end playing fullback. They do go for the stretch play again, but Gibson is taken down. A loss of 2. 2nd and goal. What do you want to see from the London defense here? They're trying to hold them to 3.
Really got to contain the run. They've been running all over you. So good run stop here, getting to that edge, getting off the block. Essentially an engage 8 play. So really sold out on that.
Herbert back to spreading them out. Looking towards McLaurin, has a lot of protection, but he is taken down, and you have to say that's a covered sack there. It has to be a covered sack. As Richardson with the 2nd sack of the game, 5th sack on the season, now 3rd and goal, 17, and you got to be thinking we're looking at a field goal here. Excellent pass rush there, gets to him with the 4-man rush. Now 5 wide for Houston. Going over the middle. It is caught for a gain of 4. But that sets up 4th and goal, and you have to think that they'll kick it here. Riverboat Ron isn't that crazy.
Yeah, they have to kick it.
Manuel Ortega, very happy with the defensive hold there. Thomas really heavily involved so far, the veteran tight end. Still getting paid a lot of money over the next couple of years, I'm sure he's thrilled about. As the field goal is up, Young Hoo Koo, new kicker for them. It is up, and it is good. Houston able to drive down the field, but unable to get to the end zone. Still down by 4.
And that's something they, the London Monarchs haven't been able to do. So good adjustments there and getting the big sack to force the long 3rd down conversion. Oh God!
Oh, as he is taken back to 22. And we'll see. I mean, London in a good position here. If they get to the end zone one more time here, they're in a great position to go up 11, going into the 4th quarter. And a lot of pressure on this drive on Lawrence specifically, and this offense. Lawrence will start with the run. Robinson, 3 yards. On some clock. Still have him wide. Lawrence looking, throwing. Is it caught? It is not. It is incomplete. Pressure getting there. Pretty close there, though, Troy. As we are in the pistol formation. Chase Young is all over him, and he just kills Conklin on that play and gets a huge sack.
Conklin must be still getting paid by the Browns to let that go through.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just Chase Young, one of the premier, edge rushers in the league right now. Conklin, former AFC player, hasn't played against him a lot, and he really just showed a lot there with the sack. It's now 4th and 19. London to punt, have a great punter from his own end zone. A huge booming punt all the way to the 40.
It's like a gang tackle, take him down.
44-yard punt. Excellent job there from the special teams of the Monarchs. As we see that going into the 4th quarter, Monarchs 14, Oilers 10. Can Herbert do it again in decent field position here on his own 44? But a field goal won't do it. He needs 7. Pump fake for Herbert. Over the middle again. It is none other than Curtis Samuel. Herbert, 22 of 24 today, with a $158 yards and 1 TD. He has not had the interception, which he did have to the former Pro Bowler Roquan Smith in the Super Bowl last year. Now 2nd and 5. Herbert over the middle. Terry McLaurin, 2 yards. London Monarchs, usually really good in the takeaway category, do have one today. Now 3rd and inches. Big play here. Over the middle, Logan Thomas again. They've been calling his name a lot today, Troy. Troy?
Keep going on mute, sir. Nothing I can do about that.
Nothing I can do about that, Troy. Okay, well, that's good to see. But Logan Thomas heavily involved here. As we do, Herbert in the gun again. Hasn't run the ball in a little bit. You wonder if they'll go back to the run here. They do not. Over the middle and a quick out. As Diami Brown pushes forward for a gain of 9. The second catch on the day. Herbert really dealing. Over the middle again. Diami Brown again. Pushing forward again for 8 yards. And now we're in the red zone here, Troy.
Well, they were able to stop him last time, so hopefully they can adjust and score. Give a
Oh, Lord! Miles Jack almost with a huge play there to pick it off. Herbert saved by the luck of Jack's stone hands. Herbert looking, going to the flat, who was covered, Terry McLaurin. Actually, that is Logan Thomas. Now 3rd and 10. Third and 10, McLaurin. Oh, I'm sorry, I know that is like 13 is, that is Kelvin Harmon. 4th and 2. What is Riverboat Ron going to draw up here? 3 points, helps a little. But, if you trust your defense to stop this London team again, and then maybe go down and kick a winning field goal, or do you know what, you want to take the game by the scruff of the neck here. They are going to go for it. 4th and 2. Play of the game. Herbert and gun. Herbert looking. Over the middle is incomplete.
Oh.
And that is a turnover on downs. Jacksonville does hold them. As Lawrence here, 4-minute drill, going to try to ice this game out. Game far from over.
Far from over.
With 3 timeouts left remaining.
The shadow of his own goalpost.
Goalpost. Lawrence back to pass. Is going to scramble, looking to scramble. Looking, but Young is there again, and he is actually going to get beat up there. But a 5-yard gain. Crucially, though, I believe he went out of bounds.
Crucially.
He did.
Sometimes it stops the clock, and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes
you never know.
You never know. Lawrence over the middle. Chark Jr. And he's fighting for yards. Chark Jr. really putting on a good show here. Clock will run. As now they're on 32. Really starting to get a drive going. 1st and 10. Lawrence looking. Over the middle. Check down. A flag on the play. In fact, the first flag of the game. And a face mask on the defense called. Huge penalty.
You love to see. I mean, you really think it's been a clean game so far, and
you got to wonder if the Monarchy is just kind of set that guy at 20 there, because I didn't see a call there, Troy. I really didn't. Lawrence in the pistol. Now we'll look to run the ball. Mr. Robinson, I haven't heard too much of, is pushed back. Gain of 1. The clock does run. Clock is on London side here. So they're at the middle of the logo. Lawrence back to Robinson, but Robinson is taken down to the backfield. As Garfield is injured, the former 3rd-round pick of Houston last season, injured on the floor, writhing in pain. You hate to see it, Troy.
Yeah, injuries are always part of the game. At least he's able to walk off the field under his own power.
And, 3rd and 9. That does stop the clock, though, with that injury timeout. 3rd and 9.
Fake injuries.
Fake injuries, as Troy says over the middle. Lawrence going over the middle for a gain of 4, but that does set up a punting opportunity here on the 45. Should be able to put themselves in good field position. We're going to give Herbert a 2-minute drill with 3 timeouts, touchdown to win the game. So obviously you would have liked to see London, be able to run out the clock and just keep, go with a victory formation here, but looks like they're going to have to set up the punt, as he did not see anybody that he liked downfield, and Gronkowski, his safety blanket, does get the catch. And they will punt. Trying to wind the clock as much as they can. And this is also out of bounds to the 21. Not a great punt, but a punt. Net gain of roughly 26 yards. Herbert back out again, 2:26, 3 timeouts. What would you like to see from Herbert here in this drive? Herbert back. Going to the flat again. Is caught for 8 yards. However, Saul Cole, first round pick, left guard, is hurt. And that's a big loss. He's a superstar already as a rookie out of Stanford. And you're going to hope that he's okay. But he is on the bench. Looks like his left shoulder is injured. That's a big loss. Now, Houston in the I formation here. But still, fakes a pass. McLaurin over the middle. Able to get 10 yards. As this should take us to the 2-minute warning. 10,000 career passing yards right there for Justin Herbert. A big achievement for him. And you know what, I'm
big
sure.
drive here. Big drive here. Good to get the chains moving for the first time. But letting that clock run to 2 minutes, you're really putting the time here. You got to use your timeouts to get a touchdown. You can't just settle for a field in this situation.
And you ought to wonder, if they would have took that field goal instead of taking that, then all they would need would be a field goal. As a huge job from Thomas there.
Gotta take the point sometimes.
Gotta take the point sometimes. Riverboat run, that's not really his style. Curtis Samuel gets killed!
That's for last year. That's what Miles Jack said.
Miles Jack with another huge hit. Comeback route for McLaurin. Starting to drive here now in the 30. Clock still running. Herbert looking. Herbert, the pressure was almost there. He has to throw it away. And a smart throwaway there. A sack there could have been devastating.
It would have been. So good awareness of the pocket has deflated.
Over the middle. That is number 11. I believe that's Harmon. Actually, I'm not even sure number 11 is, to be honest with you. 50 seconds left now. No timeouts taken. So still plenty of time. Herbert looking. Over the middle. But a flag on the play. And a face mask on the defense. Quid pro quo. Officer Bar Brady, the cornerbacks of London, as we mentioned, was a weakness for them. He commits the face mask. Automatic first down on the 7. With 44 seconds left. He is in the gun. Herbert looking.
Okay.
Herbert
okay.
looking.
And
is unable to get it away.
It
and he is sacked for a huge loss. The clock continues to wind, and a timeout is taken.
Yeah. Big sack there. Big coverage sack. Could not find anyone. Let's see if the London Monarchs can continue to hold them in the red zone.
Other than the story of this game is that they have gotten pressure onto him. It's a short game.
Keeps them in bounds. Will they? They continue to waste time before calling timeouts to make this potentially the last play of the game.
Potentially it is. Potentially it is. 3rd and goal on the 13. Herbert looking, still going short. And almost gets there. The timeout is taken. The timeout is taken. It's 2 seconds left in the game. This is the final play of the game. Herbert in the shotgun. This is unbelievable. Herbert over the middle, overthrown! And the London Monarchs hold on to win the game 14-10. What a game, Troy. What a game.
A game is okay.
It had everything. It had defense. It had offense. It had drama at the end.
Yes, it did. Last second play.
And you got to think the difference maker there, Ro, was that one turn away from that man Richardson with the big sack on Herbert that turned it around to 7. Because, to be clear, Troy, this team scored 7 points on offense over 8 quarters. So, and they found a way to win a game with that big fumble 6. And, credit to the Jacksonville defense holding them in the red zone multiple times. Not breaking as they did in the Super Bowl last season, capitulating over and over again. As you look at the stats here, Herbert, 276 yards for 86% completion, no interceptions. And Lawrence, still a little bit of the boogeyman here with Houston, with the Oilers. Not only 98 yards and 72% completion. Was able to run the ball, get on his feet a little bit, but you got to say, we were billed this as the game of the season, regular season game of the year, and it did not disappoint, Troy.
Yep. I think both of these teams have been looking forward to this rematch. The London Monarchs much more so, and I'm sure they're elated to come out on top this time, although for a much lower stakes. Still feels good to win.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, from Fox Sports here, for Troy, I'm Joe Buck. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the Super Bowl. Lol, dude. Third, 4th and 2, overthrown, an overthrow.
On a slant route, a routine slant route.
The money play.
78,000 screaming fans will do that to you,
Crazy Englishman.
Field was not involved in the Super Bowl.
That's right. Well, I'm happy that at least that game was close, and now we know that we can sim and it'll be reasonable. Because if that's what I wanted to see. Like, if this game goes again and it's like, one of us won 35-0. Okay, well, we gotta do something about that. But this game was really good. It was a really entertaining game. So I would we'll definitely, hopefully if we make it to Super Bowl again, the trilogy, Bear. Trilogy.
Yep. Trilogy. Situation. All right, meeting at 12:30.
What time is it? So it's 12. Oh yeah. Cameron Carl could not step up the way we wanted him to there. Was not the Super Bowl MVP of that game, but had a good game. Can't complain. He did talk some trash to Lawrence there after one of those sacks. You'll have to see it.
Lawrence almost got 100 yards. Ridiculous.
Elijah Garfield. Surprised he was even in the game.
Market? Is it market?
Well, that puts the Oilers to 4-4 on the season and brings the London Monarchs to 6-1. As I take a look at a media question here. It's been an up and down first half for your team. What do you expect in the second half of the season?
Well, it's been mostly up. So,
No, I said about my team.
Oh, I thought I was still Troy. I gotta get out of character. Okay, character. Analytics.
Manager. Yep. Now I need to make some trades here.
Especially after the loss.
How dare you? You little bozo.
I wish that was the Super Bowl. Like just
Do you?
Something.
You know, I don't. I'm happy the Super Bowl was Super Bowl.
Remember to toggle me off of bot status.
You know what? For your victory, I'm gonna keep you a bot. You're a bot for life.
Oh.
Oh. What you doing?
Anybody there? Talking to myself, I'm sure. Well, if I ever mute myself, the sound just goes away and I gotta go back to the vacuum. Time to make some trades here.
Moral of the story is don't mute yourself.
I guess this is the moral of the story. A second. What happened? Where's the guy I was looking to get? Was he already traded? Trade him back, damn it. He's injured.
Well, how long?
A broken collarbone, out 6 weeks. I can't even trade for him. Oh, that is disastrous. Oh my god, that changes a lot for me. Now, I may have to sign the guy. I think I do. I think I have to re-sign him now. There's no way. I can't afford. There's nobody else here that that fits my scheme. It doesn't just worse. Because my guy's pass coverage is 79. Most guys' pass coverage is 60. It's crazy. Alright, well, I gotta keep him. That's all there is to it. I gotta resign him. Resign him now. Try doing the other guys. Start negotiating. I'm not super upset about it. I like him. It's just I just don't know. How good he is. He's 79 overall. He's not bad. He's a 79 overall star. He's 26 years old. He's not a bad player. And he wants $31 million. Which is kind of a lot. He wants $10 million a year. That's what he wants. Unless there's a free agent I could sign that I could trade him for right now, the lock. I'll look for a free agent right now, but. Really? Nope, there isn't anybody. I gotta pay him. I gotta pay him. Oh, I decreased his offer a little bit. I went down 2 on his salary and 2 on the signing bonus, and he agreed. All right, well, I guess that's something. But now I gotta trade these other guys. You there?
Of course I'm here, Stu.
Right there.
Just on mute.
Alright. I'm trading my right guard, the guy tagged to the Colts for their first round pick, and probably looks like their 6th round pick as well. Maybe get this year's first and next year's first, maybe. Maybe this year's first and next year's. This year's first, next year's third, maybe?
Maybe.
Next year's first, next year's 4th? Almost. Maybe this year's first, next year's 5th. Almost. Nope. And that is official, so yeah, I got him. I sent the guy I was going to trade anyway to the Colts for their first round pick this year and the 6th round pick of this year. So that's good. Got to clear some cap space. Now, draft picks are nice because you never have to actually draft anybody. You can just keep trading it. You know? If you want to draft someone, that's fine. You can. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Where's I put my salary now? Let's see here. So that cleared up some space. Now I'm back to 41. That's at 30. Alright. You gotta use the tags, man. You gotta use the tags. Like for me, I think I'm gonna tag this left end I have here. I don't have. There's nobody like he's 86 overall. Doesn't really fit my scheme, but he's 86 overall. But I don't want to trade him now. Like I feel like if I trade him now, my chances of there's nobody I can get. I don't think. Yeah, there is. I can look at rosters and see if I can trade him for something.
Yep. Trade deadline. Got.
But he's a good player, and you know, like I could trade him. Looks like last year with the left tackle. Yeah, I could trade him in. You know, my backup is a 68 overall, so that's a huge jump for 86, 68. First round pick of this team. I can't trade him actually because he has a penalty of 3.2 million. The savings of 500K, so I could trade him and then I get penalized. So I have to franchise that guy. But that means he's the only person I can franchise tag. So the other people, maybe I would like to franchise tag. I can't.
The deliberations. Ah, what a good win, though. You know? What a good win.
Troy's pretty happy, huh?
Yeah, you really can't. It was a tough game. The Houston Oilers really playing above their record, but really came up short against the London Red Zone defense. Only were able to get it in once out of 3 appearances.
There you go. That's football, right? You gotta convert on the times that you get. Otherwise, you're not gonna win games.
I have this meeting at 12:30. Are you playing in the afternoon?
Probably, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, probably.
What?
Yeah, then I got nothing else to do. I'm here, stuck. Chuck.
See about this meeting and see if that requires any immediate work. Oh, did I leave my dogs outside for the last 2 hours? Oh God. So I'm gonna get off now. And,
Alright, Bear.
I'll text you after the meeting. You can play or sim as much as you want. Sim is fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably play this next game against Dallas.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, talk to you later.
Alright, Bear. Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Uh-huh. You gotta look pretty ready to take him. No, who can you trade? No. How many people can you trade? Can you trade them at all? So, nope, maybe. Alright, so the Bengals are an option. Beloved Colts are an option. Dolphins are an option. Steelers are an option. That's it. Where do they have Leno? How many defensive tackles have been good? The answer is no. I asked for the Bengals. Far up. Yep, this is pretty excellent. Nice. Pretty close. And we got it. Alright, so yeah, this next year's 6th with Ionitis, or this year's 1st, and this year's 3rd from the Bengals. Good. Cap room increasing. salaries here. $48.2. Young needs to get paid. He's already getting paid. He's not going to get paid unless he wants around the same amount of money. Gibson probably not going to get paid. He deserves. Yeah. Oh, God. Terrible. Well, my emails real quick. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the mic then because it's not even working anyway. So, this is a good last you hear from me, but I'll probably play this Eagles game coming up. Need some lunch. Mute me. Bye.
Complete to number 41. A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down. Complete to number 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line. Complete to Dallas Goddard. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Philadelphia. Complete to Miles Sanders. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line. Miles Sanders the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kyle Fulton. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. Complete to Dallas Goddard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line. Devontae Smith, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Brings up second and 4. At the 41-yard line. Complete to Dallas Goedert. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles. Complete to Miles Sanders. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line. a gain of 25 yards. And an Eagles first down. Miles Sanders is on the carry. Brought down at the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Complete to Isaiah McKenzie. It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia. Complete to Miles Sanders. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line. Line keeper. A gain of 5. Complete to Miles Sanders. Complete to Davis Cojo. A gain of 7 and an Eagles first down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.